Welcome back last time. Mercury burned you, Venus crushed you, and Mars slowly took away your last breath. But those planets were only the beginning. Because today, we're heading to the true giants of our solar system, where gravity, pressure, and storms become so extreme that surviving isn't just unlikely, it's impossible. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. More than 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. So where do you land? The answer is, you don't. As your spacecraft enters Jupiter's atmosphere, the clouds below look soft enough to walk on. They aren't. The moment you pass through the first layer, gravity takes over. You keep falling. 1 minute passes, you're still falling. Another minute passes, still falling. There is no ground beneath. You, just endless clouds stretching deeper and deeper into the planet. At first, it's actually beautiful, bright. Orange clouds drift past your windows. Lightning flashes in the distance. Then your entire spacecraft shakes. A warning appears on the screen. Extreme. Winds detected. The storm around you is moving faster than 600 kilometers per hour. For comparison, that's several times stronger than the hurricanes that destroy cities on Earth. The turbulence throws your spacecraft in every direction. You grab your seat as another blast slams into the side of the ship. Then comes the lightning. These aren't the lightning bolts you're used to. Some are, several times more powerful than the ones on Earth. One strike lights up the entire sky around you for a split. Second, it looks like daylight, then everything goes dark. Again, you keep falling. The deeper you go, the darker it becomes. The pressure outside keeps increasing. Your spacecraft begins making sounds you've never heard before. Metal creaks, bolts groan. The windows bend inward by a few millimeters, then a few more. Your computer starts shutting down. Systems to save power. It doesn't matter. Nothing built by humans was designed for this. The pressure keeps climbing until your spacecraft can no longer hold its shape. One loud crack echoes through the cabin, then another. Within seconds, the entire structure collapses under the enormous pressure. And here's the part scientists still argue about. Nobody knows exactly what you'd reach if you somehow survived the journey. Jupiter's core remains one of the biggest mysteries in our solar system. Whatever is waiting down there, no human has ever seen it. After Jupiter, you might think you've already experienced the worst the gas giants can offer. Then Saturn reminds you that the most beautiful things in the universe can also be the most dangerous. After Jupiter, Saturn almost feels friendly. The storms aren't as terrifying. The planet looks calmer. And those giant rings, they're easily the most beautiful thing you've seen on this entire journey. From a distance, they look like one giant glowing circle wrapped around the planet. But that's an illusion. As your spacecraft gets closer, the rings begin to separate. One ring becomes thousands, thousands become millions. Then you realize the truth. Saturn's rings aren't solid at all. They're made of billions of pieces of ice, rock, and dust. Some are no bigger than a grain of sand, others are larger than skyscrapers, and every single one is racing around Saturn at incredible speeds. Imagine driving straight through a highway where every car is traveling hundreds of kilometers per hour, except none of them can stop. One collision is all it takes. A chunk of ice slams into your spacecraft. The entire cabin shakes. Another impact, then another. Tiny pieces hit like bullets. Larger ones hit like explosions. The warning alarms won't stop. You pull back on the controls, trying to escape the rings before the next impact tears the ship apart. Let's say you somehow make it through. Congratulations, you still haven't reached Saturn. Because just like Jupiter, there's nowhere to land. Gravity pulls you deeper into thick layers of hydrogen and helium. The sunlight slowly disappears. Pressure builds with every passing second. Your spacecraft survived the rings. It won't survive what's underneath them. The metal begins to buckle. The cabin grows smaller around you. One final crack echoes through the ship. Then everything disappears into Saturn's endless atmosphere. The universe has a funny sense of humor. The most beautiful planet you've ever seen just became your coffin, but Saturn has one thing the next planet doesn't. warmth, and, trust me, you're about to miss it. After everything you've survived, Uranus doesn't look scary. It's quiet, calm, almost peaceful. The pale blue planet slowly fills your window as your spacecraft glides through the darkness. No giant rings like Saturn. No massive storms covering the entire planet like Jupiter. For the first time in this journey, space feels empty, then your computer displays the outside. Temperature, minus 224 degrees Celsius. This isn't just cold, it's one of the coldest places in the entire solar system. As you enter the atmosphere, your spacecraft begins losing heat faster than it can produce it. The windows slowly turn white with frost. The controls become sluggish. Even the batteries struggle to work in temperatures this low. Inside your suit, the heaters switch to maximum power. For now, you're still warm. Then another warning appears. Heater, output falling. Your fingertips become numb, your toes disappear, into a strange tingling sensation. You try to move your hands. They're slower than before. Every breath feels colder. Every minute feels longer. The deeper you fall, the atmosphere becomes thicker, and the pressure starts building just like it did on Jupiter and Saturn. Now you're fighting two enemies at once, crushing pressure below, freezing temperatures above. Eventually, your suit runs out of heat. The cold reaches your body. Your heartbeat slows. Your breathing becomes weaker. Your eyelids feel too heavy to keep open. Then, nothing. No pain, no explosion, just endless silence. You might think nothing could feel colder than Uranus, but the next planet doesn't just freeze you, it tries to tear you apart. You've reached the last planet in our solar system. By now, you might think you've seen every possible way a planet can kill you. Neptune has one more surprise. From space, it looks peaceful, a deep blue world floating alone in the darkness. It almost looks like a frozen ocean. Then your spacecraft enters the atmosphere. The entire ship lurches sideways. A second later, another blast hits from the opposite direction. You're not flying anymore. You're fighting to stay in control. Neptune is home to the fastest winds ever discovered in the solar system. Some storms race across the planet at more than 2,000 kilometers per hour. That's fast enough to outrun the speed of sound. Imagine standing in front of a hurricane. Now, imagine that hurricane is moving twice as fast. That's Neptune. Your spacecraft shakes so violently that warning. Lights begin flashing across the dashboard. The autopilot disconnects. You grab the controls. It doesn't help. The wind is stronger than your engines. Lightning flashes through the dark blue clouds, revealing storms larger than the Earth itself. For a brief second, you see the size of what you're flying into, then the clouds swallow you again. You keep falling. The pressure climbs, the freezing temperatures never let up. Every system in your spacecraft is fighting. A battle it cannot win. First, the communications fail, then the engines, then the lights. The cabin goes completely dark. One final gust twists the ship. The hull groans. The metal tears open. In an instant, the freezing atmosphere and crushing pressure rush. Inside, Neptune doesn't kill you. Quickly, it overwhelms you from every direction until there's nothing left to fight. So that's it. You've survived every planet in our solar system, or have you? So, after surviving every planet in our solar system, one thing becomes painfully obvious. Earth isn't just our home, it's our miracle. Every planet we visited had its own way of ending your journey. Mercury couldn't decide whether to burn you or freeze you. Venus crushed you before the heat even finished the job. Mars gave you hope, only to slowly take it away. Jupiter swallowed you into an endless fall. Saturn proved that beauty can be deadly. Uranus quietly stole the warmth from your body, and Neptune overwhelmed you with the most violent storms in the solar system. Compared to all of that, waking up on Earth tomorrow sounds pretty amazing. Now I want to hear from you. Which planet do you think gave the most terrifying death? Was it the crushing pressure of Venus? The endless fall into Jupiter? Or Neptune's unstoppable storms? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through the solar system, hit subscribe, because next time we're asking an even bigger question.